Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that all bell notification. In that way you won't miss any time I publish a new video. Also, I started a new YouTube channel, Laura Forde's Videos 2, that is TWO. So be sure to go across there and check it out, give me some support. Of course, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell there as well. I'll be having a little about everything in that over on that channel. So photography videos, cinematic videos, tips. I will show you different products and so forth, and tips, recommendations as well, even a little bit of my gardening. So be sure to check it out. Okay guys, so I have some really ripened breadfruit here. As I don't know if you remember, if you saw my last video that I did with some breadfruit that I had that is extremely ripened. I also have this one here that's extremely ripened. Unlike my last video where I made a breadfruit bread, in this one what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to add salt to this, form it into like little patties and fry it on the stove on a hot plate. So this one, again, as you can see, is extremely ripened. So I'm just going to add some salt to this. All right, just mix that together. So now that that's done, let's see how this feels if I form it into just kind of almost as if you're doing like a fried dough. That's how it feels actually. And we're going to try to cook this just like that. What I'm going to do is I have my hot plate here. I'm just going to heat it up. I'm going to put a little bit of to my hot plate. Okay, so I'm just going to add some ghee here. And now what I'm going to do is add our really ripened breadfruit to this hot plate here with that little amount of ghee. So I'm hoping that in this way it cooks it, but you know, it's not as oily as if we deep fry it. So let's try this and see how this turns out. So guys, we are learning together. It's the first time I'm trying this, but that's where inventions come about. It's by experimenting and seeing how something turns out. So we are basically experimenting together. And I think this way might be the better way to go, because in that way it does not absorb all that amount of oil, and we can still crisp it up, cook it, and we can eat it. So I think this might be the way to go. So if you have a overly ripened breadfruit, like in my case, you can just use a frying pan and just put a little bit in, well, maybe some oil or clarified butter, and just place it on it and just leave it for it to cook. Of course, I did put a little salt. In that way, by doing it this way, you would not have, it would not be as oily as the way that I was trying it before. But that's where, like I said, when you experiment, you can see what works, what doesn't work, and that's when I realized, okay, that initial way that I was doing it, that was not going to work, but let's try something different. So this is almost coming out like a pancake, but I have to taste it and see how it does taste. Oops, oh dear. I just made a little splash there. Get some of that butter more back into the middle. Alright, well, we'll see how this one turns out. Okay guys, so I was able to taste the breadfruit pancake, and it does taste really well with either maple syrup or confectioner's sugar. So be sure to give this a try. This has no flour, no eggs, but you can make a pancake out of it.